Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Vijay and I am a Microsoft MVP in SharePoint. In today's video, we are going to see how we can create, modify custom SharePoint list views in the modern experience basically. So what I'll do is I'll jump directly to this particular list you can see here. So there are some documents in a document library. Now first thing is why we required to display or to create a custom view, or why we required to modify a view. Because if you want to display items that makes sense to you according to your requirement, your business requirement, then in those scenarios you will go for creating custom views. And we'll see here how we can show hide columns, how we can change order, and then how we can sort, filter, how we can do group by, and then we'll see how we can create or modify the existing views. Those things we'll try it here. Now as I said, here is a library. You can see I have a lot of documents on that. There are certain custom columns on this, you can see, and on this what we will do is we will try to first of all, if you want to add any columns into this, then how we can do this. By default you can see this is a custom list library, and this is the default view. If I will go to the modern experience, you can see here this is the modern experience, and here you will be able to see all your views. In this case we have only one all documents view, so if it is a list it will come as all items view, and then if you have any other custom views then it will appear here. So this is the modern experience, and in the command bar you will be able to see it. Now let's say in this particular, this whatever your default view, if you want to modify something, for example if I want to add a column, or if you want to modify any existing column, then here is the place you can go from here. Now you can see, click on plus column. Let me just adjust the screen little bit. So now you can look at this. So click on add column, and then you can see show hide column. So if you'll click on show hide column, this is, you can see edit view column. That means whatever we are showing or hiding, it will be for this particular view only. So now let us say I want to enable this ID column, you can see here, and I don't want this modified date column to be there. So you can see you can just click on apply. Now you can see the ID is here, and then we have also removed that particular column. Next thing is, if you want to change the order, then we have couple of options for this. For example, if I will go here, you can see there is a edit current view. I'll come back to this one little later, but if you will click on this add column again and then click on show hide column. So in this case, if you can see here, if I'm just taking the arrow over to any column, you can see there are two arrows are there, up arrow and down arrow. So if I want to make this ID column, so you can see I can do like this. So wherever the position I want, I can put it there. So in this case, if you'll see here, now let's say I want to add it here, so you can add it, then click on apply, and then now you can see here this came over here. Now the next thing is, if other way you can do is you can simply drag and drop. So when I drag and drop, you can see here it is coming now. Make sure that anytime if you will see here that something it is showing a star icon and that it is not saved or something, you can just click on save as view, and then just you can, with the same name, you can save it. So next time when you will come here, you will see the changes. You can see here these changes are there. So this is how we can basically show hide columns on this, and then you can also change the order. So this is how we can change the order as well. The other way that I said you is that what we can do here is if you'll come here and click on edit current view, it will open a edit view page. This is basically the classic view page where you can see you will be able to select the columns. So if you want to select any column, you can save it here. Let's say you will say created or modified, anything. If you want to add it, you can give the title, whatever. If you want to add it, you will be able to do that. The other one is the option that if you want to change the order, then you can do this. Now for example, ID is in third position. If I want to make it 1, so you can see here I make it 1, and then automatically other things got changed. and I'll click on OK. So once you click on OK, now you can see here the ID is coming at the first position. So that is also the way you can do it, but I'm sure Microsoft will do something and you will not have that classic pages will not be available. Maybe that will take some time, but as of now you have the options that you can try both the things. The other thing that we can do here is, in this case, if you want to sort anything, for example, here you can see based on the course name you have something on this. If you want to, let's say if you want to sort this view based on the name or something on the course name, you can do A to Z. You can see in this case, you can see this is how it is coming. If you want to make it to Z to 1, you can see this is how it is coming, so it will be changed. And now look at this all documents, there is a star icon on this. That means here we are telling that it is not saved, so this view is not saved. So what you can do here is you just click over here, save view as, then don't change it unless and until you want to create a separate view, and then click on save. So now anytime if you'll come back to this list, I'll go to the SharePoint site, I'll again come back to training documents, you will see that this is the sorting options are enabled here. Now this is how you can save it. Now the same way, if you want to filter some items, now for example I want to create a view where I just want to see only the SharePoint documents, then in this case I can go here and then I can click on filter. So you can see here you have the filter option. If you can click over here SharePoint and then click on apply. So when you apply this, then you can see here, if you will do save, if you will save on the same name, then the filter will be on the particular, on the same all documents view. Now suppose I want to create a separate view. So on this case, you can see here, instead of all documents, I will say SharePoint documents. So I'll click on save. So you can see here now there is a SharePoint documents. If I'll go to all documents, I'll be able to see all my documents. If I'll click on SharePoint documents, I'll be able to see SharePoint documents. So this is how you can also add a filter on that. Same way, now let me go back to the all document view, and here if you want to do a group by on anything. So for example, I'll go to the training users and I will say group by training users. So you can see here there is classroom, there is corporate, there is online. So 3 groups are there. If I'll just collapse it, you can see here now 3 groups are there. Based on the groups you have a view. Now if you want to have a separate, so you can go here, save view as current. I will say all documents by group. So you can see here now it is a group by view. So you will have now 3 views. You can see all documents by group, SharePoint documents. There are typical other ways that we can do. For example, if you want to, let's say you want to create a view based on the modified by user, or you can see here if you'll put @me, that means this will any logged in user, when they will open that, so they can only see the documents what are created by them. In this case I am only modified every document. So if I'll click on @me, if I'll say apply, now you can see here all documents. So I want to definitely save it as a different name, all documents modified by me. You can see here, I'll click on save. So now any user will come here, they will be able to see only all documents whatever modified by the logged in user, they can only see that option. So this is how you can create a view. So behind the scene, if you are a classic SharePoint developer, if I'll click on this edit view, then you can come here, go to the filter option. You can see there is an option which is saying modified by equal to me. So today we can use this kind of phrases on the view. In the classic way, we usually come to the filter section, modify like this, but you can see now on the modern way, we have the option where we can do it from here. So that's how we can do it on this. Now same way, let's say if you want to add something on this, so for example you will say that filter by suppose classroom, I'll click on apply. In this case I will go here, save view as with the same name. So now look at this, what it will display is it will display items modified by me, by the logged in user, with where the training user is the classroom. And now if you will go to the edit view, you can see here the filter condition, it added one more condition which is saying and then when column is this, if you want to change it to or, so you can click over here and then you can make it to or condition as well. So that's how we can put the multiple conditions on this as well. Now if you want to, let's say, let me just go to the all documents, and if you want to, anytime if you want to create a new view, so go here and say create new view. In this case I will say, let's say downloadable documents. Now so you can see you have the option where if you want to show as a list, calendar, gallery, so you have all the options. So let's say I'll select gallery here and then make this as a public view. So if you will not create public view, only the user who created it, they can see this view. So suppose some documents, if you want to or if you want to see only by you don't want others to see it, then you can uncheck this option, public view. So if you uncheck this, other user will not be able to see the view in this drop down, rather only you will be able to see it. Now click on create. So you can see here I have click on create and I'll be able to see you can see there's a gallery view in this case, you can see. So this is how we can create it. Again, if you want to modify, you can do that. The last one I wanted to show you is, let me just go to all documents. So here you can format the view as well. So you can see here format this view, and if you want to give an alternative color, you can see I can select this option and then I can select an alternative color. You can see there is background on this. This is yellow is coming because I have some conditional formatting for a particular column. Now in this case, if you can see here alternative row style, and if you want to change the color, so you can see edit row style. So the odd rows will come like this, even rows will come in the blank. So if you want to put a color for this, you can see here your even odd rows are coming in this way. If you want to change it, so you can do like this, you can see here. Now if you'll save it, so you can see here now your all documents will be on this this view. You can see it here. So this is how it will come for the views with a different color base. Now the other way is, other thing that you can do here is, if you'll go to format view and then you can see here the format column. So in this case, if you can see here, I have already a column here formatting. So name column I am formatting based on the rules where the course name is SPFX. So you can see here, if the course name is SPFX, it is coming in yellow color. I can put also and condition. So for example, I will say, or let me put or condition here. If it is, let's say column is or let's say the course name is equal to let's say SharePoint, then you can make it to, let it be yellow. So you can see here I saved it, so close it. So now you will be able to see it here. So let me just refresh it once. The background is coming this way, so you can see, still you can see over here. So now you can see here I just refresh the page, and you can, let me just show you once again this one. So I'll go to format current view and format column. Now you can see here, so I have a course name SPFX, course name SharePoint, and the color is this one. You can see here now it is coming. So the reason it was not coming because I didn't refresh this page, so I refreshed it properly. So and then you can see the changes are there. So this is how we can work with the views. There are some advanced formatting is there, we will discuss in future videos. So hope you like this video. If you want to learn SharePoint, then I have SharePoint training course. You can see here there are various training courses are there. You can go to the entire training course bundle, and then you can access it for this much with this coupon code, and in this case you will be able to access all the courses and you can learn SharePoint. So if you want similar kind of videos, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get a lot of free videos on SharePoint, SPFX, Power Platform. All these videos you will get it free. So thank you and have a nice day.